I'm Judy Olson, and I am blessed. I have been blessed, I think, since I came into this world. I grew up the next to oldest of 5 girls, and I came into a very sad home life. My dad was an alcoholic, and physically and verbally very abusive. And so for 20 years, I lived in fear of my life. And luckily for me, I was very close to my church. So my blessings came in the form of my Brownie leader and Mrs. Lindgren, my Girl Scout leader, and confirmation and my wonderful pastors. And we were meeting new people from other churches, and it was really a fun evening. And that was where I was to meet my husband. And in 1959, I was married at Zion Lutheran Church in Worcester, Mass. And I felt like Cinderella with both glass slippers in place. I came into a beautiful Christian family, and it was grace at meals and family worship every Sunday. And I became that vacation Bible school teacher and Sunday school teacher. We were blessed with 4 children, all very active in church. So I opened the note only to read that he did not want to be married anymore. And for nearly 34 years, we had a wonderful marriage, or so I thought. And I called him at camp and I said to him, Rich, have a wonderful week at camp. I said, but we need to talk and we need to go for counseling. I don't know what's wrong. I'm very concerned about you. And he said, it's over. So he had to preach from the pulpit that Sunday, that this was all going to happen. And of course I was at work, so I knew nothing of it. And the blessings, oh Lord. I had a congregation full of people that just cradled me, literally. And 4 weeks, Chris's wedding day was tough. And so I prayed and prayed that, Lord, even though I have pain, it's Chris's day, and please help me to keep it together. This is her day. It's not about my pain or what's going on. And I'll never forget, she came down the aisle, and she was really not herself that morning, and she looked at me, because I know she was worried about me, and I gave her the biggest smile, and I winked, and she smiled, and all was well. Well, I guess you can see my life has just been one blessing. God has been so good to me. And a year after all this happened, the kids were at the house this day, and I thought, oh no, I can't take anymore. And they said, Mom, you put Daddy through seminary, and now we're going to put you through nursing school. So I said, kids, are you crazy? And so David said, Mom, just do me a favor, go take the exam. I did, and I aced the exam. So I said, Lord, just send me a sign if this is what I'm supposed to do. Here I am in my 50s and, not feeling the strongest. And off Judy went to nursing school. And the people in the congregation brought me groceries, sent monetary gifts. The children just were there. And the night of graduation, as president of my class, I gave the speech and I made fun of all the instructors. And I could hear David cheering me on. And when I filed out of the auditorium, David met me with a dozen long-stem yellow roses, my favorite. So I was so blessed. I know I've been a blessing. I was a wonderful nurse. And when families say, Judy, would you pray for a loved one? And I would just pray, and I'd say, Lord, why me? And I'd pray for them and their families. I came to Hope Lutheran 3 years ago, and I walked in to this very sanctuary, and it was not easy to go to church because it just brought back so much pain. And after church was over, I left this church with tears of joy, and I said, Lord, I'm home. I'm Judy Olson, and I want to be a blessing.